In our video series about why project managers would want to encourage functional conflict, we have said that it is the catalyst to make things better. There are a few benefits of functional conflict, and we've already talked about team engagement. Today, we're going to talk about innovation. Before we dive into that, what is the difference between innovation and creativity? Well, creativity is bringing something new into the world that didn't exist before, and innovation is taking things that exist and make them better.
Once we've established that functional conflict is going to be a benefit to innovation, it can help us see the difference between what is and what is possible. Part of how functional conflict can help with innovation is by helping us see one of three places we can change what already exists. It can help us change through process, through product, or through training. When something innovates through process, it takes the existing process and adds new information, new ideas, or new materials to that process such that it creates something that we haven't had before, but improves upon its overall efficacy. When we improve the product, we're actually looking at features and benefits. What is the thing that we can add to what already exists such that it will help solve more of a problem or be more efficient in solving the problem it already solves? And finally, we can benefit through training. How is it that we are learning how to do the function that we want to achieve, and can we do that differently through either different training models or by using new technologies to deliver that training? Finally, functional conflict can help us understand our team. And just like a project has a project charter, we can help with building a team charter. And this team charter is going to help us establish the ground rules by which the team is going to both operate in good times and operate through conflict. When we create the charter, it allows us to see any feedback that we receive as functional conflict feedback that is going to help us in a constructive way. Not see it as an attack or something negative to the person, but allows us to perform better by simply analyzing the data.
Right, so if we think about project management scenarios where we are trying to use data to become better, the first one I think of is when agile teams are doing a retrospective. They have just completed an iteration of work and look back on what went well and what could have gone better so that in the next iteration, they can innovate in these ways that you mentioned, processes, products, or training, and improve their way of working thanks to functional conflict. What's important there is that the team feels safe to express areas where they thought things didn't go well and nobody takes it as a personal attack. Another example of where functional conflict helps us to build things better, especially with respect to products, is if you think about a software company, they have a team that writes software and another team that does software quality, which tries to poke as many holes as possible in what the other team just built. These teams, by design, are at odds, but it's a functional conflict that in the end produces better software, and everybody knows that that is their objective. So I hope you have enjoyed learning about how functional conflict can produce innovation. In our next video, we will give you the third benefit of functional conflict.